from last year, I've tripled. My sales calls are a lot better and I also have better clients. I wasn't growing enough. I was wasting so many time. I didn't have a clue. Just do it.
Absolutely incredible. I am so thrilled and honored to be here with Agnar, who we have been working together for around, I think, about 2.5 months now. You have been in CCA, and it's just been such a pleasure helping you grow and scale your coaching business. So before we dive in, I'd love for you just to share with us like a little bit about what you do, what you're helping people with, and really the business that you've built upon joining CCA.
Thanks, Terry. It's been a pleasure to be a part of CCA for 2.5 months. And you've obviously helped me a lot during that time. But to answer your questions is that I focus on helping dads live better and improve their quality of life and help them lose weight, improve their energy levels, take better life decisions, focus on behavior, mindset, and habits in order to create long-lasting changes.
Amazing. This is such an incredible just description of what you do. And I couldn't even have said it better myself of just how I see you in this field. And I'm so curious, how did you get into this work? Really, what was your inspiration to start coaching dads in this way?
This has multiple types of answers, but I've always been interested in health. I was in sports myself. I was a professional football player until I had to retire at 28 because of chronic knee injury. I think I should have started this journey quite earlier because I was always fascinated about nutrition and health and stuff like this. But the main reason I started going deep into this a few years ago is because I wanted to help people around me. I have a lot of people in my family and friends who are just not in good health, and I wanted to help. The reason why I started to educate myself was because of that, and that while helping people around me, it just gave me a reason to create a business. And that wasn't the first reason or the reason why I started going into this field, but it's not something that I regret today.
That's such a beautiful journey because it's really you have taken your own journey of your own trials, tribulations, and been okay, I've navigated this myself, and now how can I support others doing the same? And you're continuously growing within yourself, similar to what we were just chatting about quickly before we went live. It's you're navigating these pieces of your own life, your own journey, and you're still in that, right? You're still perfecting this path, and you're getting to really lead people along the way of that, which I think is just so fantastic because you're just such an embodiment of the work that you are doing.
Well, I appreciate the words. Absolutely.
And I'm curious, before you joined CCA, what really inspired you to join the program? Where were you at in your business with coaching, and what was the kind of tipping point where you're okay, I really need some extra support or some extra expansion in growing your business?
I already had a good strategy going on, but I wasn't growing enough. I needed more consistency in helping more people. I needed more consistency in income. And I was putting a lot of work on Instagram, trying to reach people. That was one of the reasons that I knew this was a platform, obviously like TikTok as well. I knew I could reach a lot of people by creating organic content. It's a no-brainer at the time.
Amazing, amazing. And when you saw the program, did you sit with it for a little bit before joining, or were you, when you saw about CCA, were you I'm in, this is what I need?
We had this back and back conversation for, I don't know, a couple of weeks maybe. I tend to make these rush decisions sometimes, but it was a really, really good decision. She just sold it to me on the call. Really happy I made that decision, to be honest.
I'm so happy you did too. It's just been so incredible to witness you over the past couple months. And when you made that decision upon joining, did you have any fears that came up, or were you just I'm ready, I need this, and jump right in?
You have this imposter syndrome. It's that fluctuations of feeling. In the morning, I might have this feeling, okay, I'm doubting myself with one thing, and then I jump on a sales call with someone who's interested in my call, or even two of them, and I sell them, and then I'm top of the world, So it's a fluctuation in feelings. So I think that's good. To have fear it's a good thing. It's something that's gonna help you grow. I didn't have any fear with the program itself, but the only thing that I would have wanted to do more is put more time into the program. Just before I joined, I had a baby boy, so I've kind of decided to prioritize my family a little bit more. But I've managed to balance things, but I'm pretty happy with that. But I would have wanted to put more time into the program, but it is how it is.
Yes, I understand where you're coming from. Your little boy is so cute. And it's, I think this is just such a, again, testimony to the work that you're doing of really helping fathers find balance within their work, within their life, and within their goal setting. And nothing speaks louder to that. I can imagine. I mean, I'm not a parent myself, but I can imagine nothing speaks louder than that, than having a newborn baby or a young child while trying to grow your business and be of service. And I just wanted to like touch on this piece that you spoke on imposter syndrome, because I find this so interesting. And I see this come up time and time again with many of our clients, even with myself along my entrepreneurial journey. And it's so interesting because imposter syndrome is really like a sign of growing through new ceilings. Like we're growing and expanding, and no matter what level of the game we're at, it's like it always comes with us. Every level we're going to be expanding into new identities, and it's going to feel a little bit unnatural, but I always see this as a good thing because it really means that you're breaking through new barriers and breaking through new identities. And I've always loved to see it as like, okay, imposter syndrome, like you can come along for the ride because it's almost inevitable, but you're not going to be in the driver's seat. It's like you can see, it's like fear, imposter syndrome, they're in the back seat, and you still got your faith, your determination, your devotion driving the steering wheel. So I love that you were able to recognize these parts that were coming up upon joining CCA. Be like, okay, there's some imposter syndrome here, there's some fear, and I'm still going to do the thing. I'm still going to show up for these sales calls, and I'm still going to lead with what I know to be true. And it's just such an incredible thing to witness in you that you were able to first recognize this, but also still move forward with what you knew you needed in these moments.
Absolutely. I agree. 100%.
Amazing. And so I'm curious, like over these last 2.5 months of working together within CCA, what are some of the specific results that you have seen that have been a big catalyst for you joining the program? I know I can think of some that come to the top of my mind, but I'd love just to hear in your own words, like what are some that really stand out to you?
I had a strategy going on, but there was definitely, I was missing certain things. Convos, for example, like conversations with people. And this is one of the things you need to do well at if you want to be able to work with more people. With organic marketing, I've managed to ask better questions in the call booking forums. My sales calls are a lot better, even though they are not as many, because I have better questions in the call booking forums. So just adding those things into the strategy I already have, I have managed to not only improve my sales calls and add more people to my company and helping more people, but I also have better clients. That's what is important to me as well. I want to help as many people as I can, but helping the right people as well. That's just obviously one part of it.
So the qualified leads, it sounds what's coming in. It's just like you're getting more qualified people to come that are coming through to you as a result of putting these, qualifying questions put into place, asking the right questions in the DM.
Yeah. Absolutely. I was wasting so many time with people who weren't a fit for my program, and that's fine. So now I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting their time. Obviously, you don't always know. I'm not asking the perfect questions, but better questions. So that's just one part of the equation. So I've also managed to grow financially, which is obviously important, but I try not to be overemphasize that. But obviously that's important if you want to grow a business. If you don't have income, you don't have a business.
Absolutely. And tell me a bit more about that. Like, how much were you making on average per month before joining CCA?
I doubled the first 6 months in the 3 months.
Wow.
It's really good. The first 6 months last year, I didn't have a clue. So I've been investing in myself. From last year, I've almost tripled my income, which is good. It's obviously for me, it's progress. And I'm someone who is always hungry. I think hunger is important for you if you want to be in this entrepreneur game. I always want more. I'm never satisfied, even though I set a goal. Okay, I want to triple my income, even though it's not making me rich or anything. That's not a goal. but even though I've reached that goal, it's just like, okay, I want more. I want to help more people. And I do have other goals. Now I'm just working with one-on-one mentorship. I know I want to create a group program, maybe create an app. Those are both good ways to reach more people.
Amazing. I love the expansion that's coming in. You've been seeing such great success with your one-on-one mentorship. And now it's like, how can I expand that further? And the fact that you've tripled your income from last year, like that is absolutely incredible.
Some people manage to lose 5 kilos. Some people manage to lose 10 kilos. So it varies from people to people. But it's important to me when I'm working to people is that they manage to learn these things that are non-negotiable and that they manage to shift their mindset and the behavior while we're working together. Because it doesn't really matter to me if you only manage to lose 2, 3, 4 kilos while we're working together. What matters is that it sticks. The work that we've been working together, it sticks. That you manage to do it yourself when we're not working together. It's the long-lasting changes that really matter to me.
Yes. Oh, this is so great because I just see this as such a mirror as you within CCA as well, where it's like how you've been able to take the feedback that I have offered you or that you have even obtained from the course and applied it in a way where it's like, yes, you lean in, you get expertise, you get the optimization, and you also know how to just take action, be consistent, and see like what is important to get the needle moving forward in your business every day.
That's how it is. There are no quick fixes. I mean, you can control people. You can tell them what to do. You should just provide them with a strategy and keep them accountable. And you can't guarantee anything. So only if you follow the process. So nothing is 100%. And I'm just happy where I am with my business and how many people I've managed to help. And I definitely have a plan to reach more people. And that's what I want.
Yes, exactly. And do you really see yourself continuing with the one-on-one mentorship, or do you see what your coaching business really expanding more into a group coaching?
Yeah, definitely for now. I do have ideas in order to expand, but who knows what happens next year. But for now, I'm good with what I'm doing, one thing at a time, right?
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Beautifully said. And I noticed before we had jumped on this call, you had listed in that CCA has been checking off all of your boxes when you joined the program. And I'm so curious, like, just tell me a little bit more about that. Like, what has it been like being a part of this community, being part of CCA, and just like the program overall?
Great questions. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said before, regarding your accountability is one thing. And every time when I'm reaching out, I get an answer usually within 2 hours, which is because I'm someone who needs answers straight away. That's great. And you've been very helpful with that. The modules are obviously very informative and very helpful. It's just, I've been investing in a lot of programs, and this is definitely the best content I've managed to see and watch 100%. And then also what I spoke about earlier is to master my strategy that I already had, asking the questions in the conversations, in the convos, and also in the call booking form and in the sales calls. This had managed to create a different situation for me in regards of better clients, better leads, and income as well.
Amazing. Oh, I love all of these aspects so much. And I'm just curious in terms of like the different components in CCA, whether that's the actual like course modules, of course, that's where like the gold mine of information is. But when it comes to the Slack support, the accountability, the live coaching calls, like where have you found the most benefit from? Like which has been the most value for you upon joining?
I think it's a mix of your accountability and the modules, because certain things I just didn't have a clue about. But regarding the live calls, I didn't manage to put enough time to see much of them because of me growing my family. But they definitely helped when I came there. And I definitely know that if I would have put more time there, my progress would have been even more. But that's on me.
And, the best thing is that you still have access to all of those live calls that you haven't attended. So you have so much time to still be able to dive into that. But I'm so happy just to know that the accountability, the Slack support has just been such a great value add. Of course, the modules, like that's inevitable. Julia is a wizard with all of her information in there. But just seeing that, the promptness of me responding to your questions, you being able to have a question here, can you bounce some ideas off me, and being able to just workshop in the moment has been really supportive for you and helping you just see progress within fine-tuning the strategy. So the last thing I wanted to ask you, Agnar, is like if someone's on the fence about joining CCA, they're thinking about taking the leap, what would you say to them right now?
Just do it. I mean, if you can afford it, I mean, it's an investment. If you have the money and if you want to double or triple your income in the next 3 months, just do it. I mean, when I'm having calls with people on sales calls, I can just see it in their eyes, the lack of confidence, their fear. They've tried so many different things. Why are you going to fix my problems? And they have doubt about themselves as well. So it's like twofold. So they doubt themselves and they're probably doubting me as well. Why do you have the answer? And sometimes you just have to do it. You just have to go for the gut feeling. And this has been such a good opportunity and an investment for me and my business. And I'm still learning. Really, really happy. And I appreciate all the help you have given me in the past 2.5 months.
Oh, amazing. That was so well said. And I really hope anyone listening who is on the fence about joining really can just feel that in their body of just feeling that gut feeling, trusting their intuition, and just knowing that, sometimes we don't have all the answers and we just need to lean into someone who does. And even when that's scary, when you trust, when you're consistent, you can see the results. And you're such a testimony of that. And just being able to witness you grow and scale your business of helping busy dads lose weight, improve their health, improve their well-being, improve their family life. Like really, it's just, there's an unlimitless, like a limitless ROI to that. Like it's just, when you have that level of expansion in your life, when you're improving the quality of your relationships, when you're improving the quality of your family dynamics, your body, your mindset, like that is incredible. And there's not even a price that can be paid on that. And also when you're a person like yourself who is a living testimony of that every single day, you're always working to improve yourself, not only within your business, but you're within balancing your family life. Like you were just sharing before we jumped on this call, it's like still working to balance that family life and knowing that you've come so far that you have these skills to help people along the way. So it's just so incredible to see your growth, to see your success, to see you triple your income. Like that is such a win right there. And I have no doubt that what is going to come for you in the new year is going to be beyond what you can even imagine at this point in time.
100%, even though, I mean, I didn't see myself doing that when I was educating myself, and this wasn't the plan. You never know where life is going to take you. God had a plan for me, and now I have a purpose.
Amazing. Oh, that's so beautiful. That just like touched my heart just to feel that energy of like you so connected, rooted in your purpose. And just that is so amazing. Like, you can have all the success in the world, but if you're not connected to your purpose, you're not connected to your family, like what else really matters, right?
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Beautiful. This has been such a great conversation. I'm so glad that we are able to make this work, share about your success in CCA. And is there any final pieces that you would like to share with us before we sign off?
I just want to say thank you, and it's been a very educating and happy time. Those are my last words. I think I'm just happy and excited to learn more. Obviously, that's something that you always have to be thinking. Your mindset always have to be there. You always have to be wanting to grow. And like we spoke about earlier, it's that hunger, it's that feeling in your gut that wake up in the morning that you're excited, you have a purpose, whether it's your job or if it's your family or something else, it's so important in life, in my opinion.
So well said, Agner. I couldn't have said that better myself. Well, that sounds like a perfect way to close this interview. So thank you so much for just sharing your experience with us, sharing your success, and most of all, your beautiful and vibrant energy.
Yeah, thank you, Terry. It was a pleasure being on your podcast.
Yes, thank you, Agner.